I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of beloved Bhagwan, dearest Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. We have all gathered here to celebrate the Aradhana Day. I personally feel somewhat difficult to use the words Aradhana Day and celebration together. It is the day when our dear Swami chose to leave that beautiful form, that mesmerizing form, that addictive form, the form for which we would give up food, for the form for which we would give up sleep, the form for which we would be ready to give anything. That beautiful form, he decided to leave it. And we remember him on this day. In fact, one of the meanings of the word Aradhana is remembrance. Personally, for me, when I look at Aradhana as remembrance, it's a very painful remembrance. On the 24th of April 2011, I believe I lost something that is the most invaluable, whose value cannot be measured. Yes, I have lost many things before that. I have lost many things after that. I have lost jobs, I have lost relationships. Recently, I lost my father. But trust me, dear Swami, dear brothers and sisters, I have never felt the sorrow that I felt on the 24th of April 2011. And I believe that I will never again in my life feel such sorrow again. I can never. And I sometimes think that Swami, I'm so hard-hearted. Nothing happened to me on 24th April 2011. We hear stories of how Mother Kunti heard that Krishna had left and she just collapsed in a heap. And here I am, 11 years from that day, still hale and hearty and alive, and I wonder how. That is what makes me think deeply about this term Aradhana. Because yes, on one hand, Aradhana means remembrance. And we mark this day by remembering Swami. But the other meaning of the word Aradhana is worship, devoted worship. That is also Aradhana. And when we consider the term Aradhana as devoted worship, then yes, we celebrate Aradhana Day. We celebrate Aradhana Mahotsavam. Mahotsavam means a grand festival. The first Aradhana Mahotsavam in 2012, I rebelled. Every cell in my body rebelled against this term, Aradhana Mahotsavam. What sort of a great festival is this? What sort of a great festival is this? I don't want to celebrate this, Swami. I want to spend this day thinking of you, shedding tears, because the world is never the same again. This is the blackest day in the history of planet Earth, according to me. That is what I was thinking, But 24th April 2012 was the day when, for the first time ever in my life, in my own home, in my altar, in my own personal photograph, I witnessed the miracles of manifestation of Vibhuti. For 2 years after that, Swami played Leelas at home, where Vibhuti would manifest in the photographs, it would manifest in the prasadam that is kept for Swami. Swami very clearly showed that I am there at your home. Why are you crying? Why are you lamenting? Why are you not ready to accept my will? Swami says, love my uncertainty. We are not even ready to accept it. That was the message I received. On one occasion, when my mother had made masala dosa, the potato curry inside the masala dosa was missing, and in its place was Vibhuti. So many such leelas. And that was when I had an epiphany. I realized that Aradhana Day is a Mahotsavam. It's a grand festival because that is the day Swami chose to move from the Yajur Mandir to the Hridaya Mandir. He chose to make us, to force us to evolve so that we connect with him and contact him in our heart. Am I doing that? Is the question I ask myself every Aradhana day. Let me take you back to 1975, possibly it was 1976, the Gokulashtami time, the Krishna Janmashtami time, this celebration of the birth of Lord Shri Krishna. And we know in Prashantinilayam, in Puttaparthi or in Vrindavan, wherever Swami is, Swami would celebrate this festival because after all, isn't he our Sai Krishna, our sweet Sai Krishna? He would celebrate it with a procession of cows, there would be music, there would be lot of joy, laughter, grandeur, everything. So in this year, 1975 or 1976, one of the teachers of Swami's college in Vrindavan, Professor Nanjundaiah, he felt that let me go and have darshan of my Swami. He was a lecturer in commerce at the Vrindavan campus. He, I think, had joined in 1973. So he decided to travel to Puttaparthi to have Swami's darshan on Krishna Janmashtami day. Wanted to see Sai Krishna on Krishna Janmashtami. Unfortunately for him, that was the year when Chitravati was in spate. There were floods. The normal roads, approach roads to Puttaparthi were closed. He had to go via Kadri, a long distance, extra travel, extra time. By the time he reached the mandir, the ashram, Swami had already retired for the day. He would stay in the first floor of the Prashantinilayam mandir there, and Swami had completed the day's formalities and everything, and he had gone up. So he arrived there and he felt so sad. Oh God, I am here on Krishna Janmashtami, but I am not able to see my Sai Krishna. So he sent word, because he is a teacher, he had that privilege. He sent word to Swami. He requested, I have arrived late, but can I have your darshan, Swami? And Swami very graciously sent word to send Nanjundaiah up. Send him up, Swami said. So Professor Nanjundaiah got the great privilege, got the great pleasure of climbing up the staircase and going to Swami's room. And when he reached there, Swami was seated on a chair, and at his feet was Swami Karunyananda. Well, those who are not aware of Swami Karunyananda, he was Swamiji who gave up everything. He had set up his own ashram, he had set up his own trust, everything. He gave up everything so that he could come to Swami. And he stayed with Swami and served Swami till the end of his life. He lived till the ripe old age of 100 plus. And when he passed away, I think it was in 1997 or so, Swami had a samadhi constructed for him along the banks of river Chitravati, and Swami spoke about him in the discourse. It's there for everyone, for whole history to see. Well, unfortunately, during the so-called revamping of the Chitravati, the samadhi was broken down, but a great devotee of the Lord, Swami Karunyananda. So Swami Karunyananda was sitting at Swami's lotus feet and he was massaging Swami's feet. And Swami tells him, Karunyam, didn't I tell? See? So Professor Nanjundaiah was wondering, what is this? And Karunyananda, as he is pressing Swami's feet, says, yes, Swami said that Nanjundaiah is coming now. He also said that he is getting a red basket with garlands and fruits for Swami. And there were tears in the eyes of Professor Nanjundaiah. In his hands was a red basket. Inside the basket was a garland that he wished to offer to Swami. And there were fruits that he had brought for Swami. And in his eyes were the tears of joy of Swami already having told about his arrival. There it was. Phalam, pushpam, patram, toyam, everything. The fruits, the flowers and the leaves were in the basket. Toyam, the water, was flowing from his eyes. Ananda bhashpam, tears of joy. He asked, Swami, can I garland you? Swami said, of course. So he garlanded Swami. Great joy. Then he said, Swami, this tulsi leaf, this mala, these fruits that I have brought, can I offer them to you and worship your feet? Yes, Swami permitted him. Again, great joy. Sat at Swami's lotus feet, offered the fruits to him, offered the leaves, everything. Professor Nanjundaiah sir is so happy, Swami is also so happy. And in that happiness, Nanjundaiah sir asked Swami a question. He said, Swami, bhakti unte chalu kada. Swami, is it not sufficient to have bhakti? Worship, such love. And he expected Swami to say, yes, Bangaru, you have expressed such devotion to me, such worship you have done. What else do you need in life? Nothing else. That is what he expected. He got only half the answer that he expected, because Swami told him, yes, if bhakti is there, that is more than enough. But whenever anybody says but, right, you can discount the part that has come before the but, because after this word but comes the actual message. So Swami said, yes, bhakti is enough, but if you consider this as bhakti, what is this? This offering of fruits, this leaf, putting mala, all of this. If you consider this as bhakti, in Telugu Swami said, Adu naku talabharam, neeku prayojanam ledu. Meaning, that is a burden on my head, it's a headache for me, and it's of no use to you. Yes, devotion, devoted worship is enough. Nothing else is needed. But if we consider devotion and devoted worship as this, offering flowers, fruits, sitting, doing a puja, then at best it is a burden for Swami. Our Swami is so loving that he doesn't say no to it. He'll carry that burden. He carries so many burdens for us. This also I will carry, he says, and he will take on that burden also of our so-called devoted worship. Our so-called tears, emotional tears that we shed. Emotion is different from devotion. I'll come to that a little later. But Swami said, this is of no use to you. That was a very important lesson that Nanjundaiah sir learnt. A very significant message that he shares many times to devotees whenever he shares his experiences. It reminds me of another incident that happened in, not one incident, it's an episode, a full story that happened at Vrindavan. Now, when Swami started the educational institutions, one of the first colleges, the chance came to the boys. The first college that Swami started was at Anantapur, but the boys would attend the college in Bangalore University in Bangalore, but stay with Swami. For Swami, more than the college, the hostel was important, because Ihamula Sukimpa Hemataraka Vidya, Paramula Sukimpa Brahma Vidya. The Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, that higher learning is not about BSc, MSc and PhD. It's about the higher learning, higher yearning. It's about that Atmic knowledge. But Swami would say that if I tell that I am giving Atmic knowledge, come here, nobody will come. So I will dole out degrees, BSc, MSc, MBA, MTech. For those degrees you come, but what you are gaining here is something higher. And that is why first the hostel started. So that time the boys who had the privilege and pleasure of staying with Swami, I am talking of the early 1970s here, on their birthdays, they would get the chance to go and garland Swami. So every time the boy would look forward for his birthday when he can go into Swami's residence, and as Swami comes, he will go and put a garland around Swami's neck. Of course, over time, the nature of the opportunities that Swami gave for the students and the devotees changed, they evolved, and it's all part of the master plan. But as they changed, Swami made sure that the message was also learned. So one day when one boy was garlanding Swami, Swami asked him, where did you get this garland from? He said, Swami, from the market. We get the best garlands because it's going to go on the Lord, on our Swami. Then Swami said, no, leave that aside. How much did you pay for it? So the boy said 2 rupees, 3 rupees, whatever that was. Swami said, that much money you are wasting. For what? For this garland that withers away. You should not waste money. Not your money. It's your parents' money. Parents send money and this is how you are wasting money. Don't do this. Now the boy did not know what to say. This is such a beautiful opportunity to garland Swami, and Swami is telling don't do it. Swami is taking away that opportunity. Then Swami himself gave the solution. Swami said, see, look at our gardens here. How many flowers are there? Why don't you just pluck the flowers and make the garland with this? You need not spend that much money. Yes, Swami. And so from the next time onwards, whenever there's a birthday boy, the previous day, the gardens will be cleaned up. All the flowers will be taken, and then the effort would be put in to make the mala. You know, rather than purchase a mala, purchase a garland and offer to Swami, Swami will be so happy when that garland is made, because he is not wanting the flowers that wither. He wants Hridaya Pushpam, right? The flower of the heart. So that effort that is put in making the garland, that is what he enjoys. And that is why possibly he asked the boys to do this, and he began to enjoy these garlands more than the ones that were ready-made purchased from the market and put it. So this went on for some time, this chance, garlanding. Then on one occasion again, when the boy was going to garland Swami, Swami asked, see the gardens all around? No flowers only. You plucked everything to make this garland. Swami, those flowers look so beautiful on the plants where the Creator has placed them, right? How nice they look. They stay for so long also. When you pluck them, they'll wither away so soon. Why should we pluck the plants? Why should we pluck the flowers? Swami, we want to offer those flowers to you, Swami. On your birthday you come here, and instead of actually putting a garland, just look at the flowers that are growing in the garden. Look at me and just do like this. I will receive the flowers. I will give you namaskar. I will give you blessings. Swami is telling, don't have to give me garland. Without garland only, I will freely give you. I will give you namaskar. I will give you blessings. Just look at the flowers, look at Swami and offer it. And that's how, in one sense, that beautiful opportunity of garlanding Bhagwan on your birthday came to a halt. But a very important message was passed and an evolution had happened. From purchasing garlands and offering as Aradhana, as worship, putting in efforts and offering the result of that effort. It is that effort that is the worship. But subtler than the effort is the feeling. See, when we purchase and offer a garland, that is at a very gross level, it is worship. What we are doing worshipping. But more important than what we do is how we do it. And here, when we pluck the flowers, put in the efforts, make the mala, how we do it, that is more important. But dear brothers and sisters, the more important than what we do, more important than how we do, is why we do. We do it as an offering of our love. And that is what Swami is looking for. That has it come from the heart. That's all matters. Nothing else matters. And so, every year when Aradhana Day comes, the question that it asks us, are you doing Aradhana? Are you offering devotion to Swami or your emotion to Swami? There's a beautiful episode in the Ramayana where Sugriva, the king of the Vanaras, the monkeys, he comes and asks Lord Rama for help, seeks his friendship and says, can you help me fight my brother Vali? And Rama says, yes, I'll fight you. Go and challenge your brother. Rama, I know you're strong, Rama, but you have no idea Vali is extremely powerful. Then Rama has to pass some tests. God has to pass our tests before we accept him as God and we accept him as the owner of our life. But when God tests us, we are not happy. How is this? Anyway, Sugriva tests him. He tells him that, Vali would shoot an arrow, it would pass through this tree. One big sal tree or one tree was there. Then Rama pulls an arrow and shoots. And it goes through 7 trees. Oh, okay. But Rama, you may be a better archer than my brother, but my brother I think is more powerful. See that carcass, see the dead body lying over there? My brother, he killed the demon and he threw him from the other mountain and he came and landed here. That is the power of my brother Vali. So Rama just goes and gives it a slight tap with his toe. That dead body, that carcass of that demon that is lying there. And just one touch from the toe and that carcass is flung away. Amazing, right? But the doubting mind, even God, Swami says, even God cannot help you with your doubting mind. Because anything that God does, we can have doubts. We can keep, the monkey mind is like that. And here it was actually the monkey's mind only, Sugriva. So Sugriva says, yeah, Rama, that's amazing what you did. But actually when my brother threw that body, it was full, it was wholesome. Now it has rotten and it has become light little. That's why maybe, see, whatever Rama does. So Rama says, you trust me or not, you go, I am telling you, I'll take care. Oh, Sugriva says, okay Rama, fine, I'll trust you, I have faith in you. And Sugriva goes. And when he goes to fight Vali, the first time, Rama doesn't do anything. And Sugriva gets smashed. Of course, the excuse given is, I couldn't make out who is Vali, who is Sugriva, so I didn't want to shoot the wrong guy. So Rama says, that's why I didn't do anything. But the inner meaning is to show the Lord holds up a mirror in front of us. When we say, Swami, we love you, Swami holds his hair and says like this. This many intamanda chusanra. Meaning this many people have come and declared their love for me. I have seen, I'll see. Happy times, everybody loves me. Other times only I want to see. Testing times I want to see whether they still continue to love me, or at the smallest chance they'll run. They'll run to other gurus, they'll run to other gods, they'll run here, there. They forget my most important, basic, foundational message that I am there in your heart and go and, we go, right? We go, somebody, in their house, Vibhuti is coming. Oh, amazing. It's nice. It's very nice that Vibhuti is coming. But when I go to that home and say that I want to keep this invitation card and let Vibhuti come, it shows my absolute lack of faith in my Lord. Shameless I am. I am not worthy. I don't have faith. Because I feel that my Lord can't come to my house. Only in that house is coming. I just think back, when Swami used to grant interviews. When somebody comes and tells me Swami gave me interview, I am very happy. But I also want an interview. I want Swami. Dear brothers and sisters, till date, I never got an one-on-one interview, that private interview I never got with Swami. Of course, Swami was speaking to some group of people and I happened to be there. Yeah, if we can call that as an interview, yes, I got an interview. But a one-on-one interview that I have always yearned for, I never got. But you know something, I was never satisfied to saying that, oh, okay, I am not getting interviews. So, okay, these people are getting interview, no, I'll go and talk to them. That is only enough. Yeah. So Mr. X or Mrs. X gets an interview, I'll go to their home, sit at their feet, at their lotus feet and tell, oh, what did Swami tell? Oh, very nice, very good. Oh, now enough. I don't want interview. I am very happy. No, that will never be a substitute. Swami, I want you to grant me an interview. Even to this day, I have that yearning. Swami, I want a one-on-one interview, meet in my dream, whatever, but I want direct. That is what is complete faith. So, as I said, we test the Lord, but when the Lord tests, Sugriva tested Rama. But when Rama tests Sugriva, what does Sugriva do? He comes back and says, oh Rama, Swami beautifully writes this in Ramkatha Rasavayani. Swami also narrates it in his discourse. Rama, what you are, Rama? What useless? I trusted you and this is what you did. See, my back is broken, my hands are paining, I am bleeding all over. You did nothing, Rama. I should never have trusted you. I should have just shut my mouth and stayed at home. Simply I went and provoked Vali and now Vali has smashed me with this Rama, that Rama. It goes on and on and on and on. Rama is not speaking at all. Rama comes walking gently and touches Sugriva. The moment Rama touches Sugriva, right, all his wounds are healed. His body becomes whole again. All pain is gone. In one instant, the Lord can change everything in an instant. But he doesn't do it like that. In Kodaikanal, there's a video, I have seen this, where Swami is telling to the boys, Jaisa tum chapati change karta hai. The way you change chapati on the tawa when you're making, no, like that I can change you. But that is not my system, Swami says. That is not my system. That is not the way I work. Why? God knows. Only God knows. That is the master plan. Because He is God, we have absolute faith in that. And we know that that is the best. But in one instant, Sugriva is wholesome now. And then he is so happy. He says, oh Rama, you are the supreme, Raghupati Raghava, Raja Ram. You are the Parabrahma. You are the Karuna Sindho, Daya Sagara. And then Rama says, be quiet, Sugriva. Be quiet. This is not devotion. This is your emotion. When things are going your way, you praise. When things go other way, you start doubting and shouting. That is not Aradhana. That is not worship. Don't do this. Then, what should we do? How should we worship? Just before Sugriva episode, another beautiful episode which shows the episode of Shabari. Shirdi Baba would give a coin to many devotees, and the devotees believe that this is the coin where one face is Shraddha, the other side is Saburi. Both are needed. Shraddha is faith, Saburi is perseverance and patience. Shraddha without Saburi is just emotion. Faith without patience is just an emotion. And Saburi without Shraddha is useless. I mean, perseverance without faith, what are you persevering at? It's of no use. We need both. Possibly this lady had that Saburi. That's why she was called Shabari, I think. Definitely she had Saburi. Possibly that's why they call Shabari, Shraddha and Shabari like that. Shabari's story, you know. She really yearned for God. She was from a tribal family. They say she was a princess, but she wasn't interested in ruling the tribes. She wanted to seek the higher purpose in life. And she felt she would get it from Matanga Muni. And such was her loyalty to her guru. She considered Matanga Muni as her guru. She would clean his path every day. She would keep the water ready for his bath. Because back in those times, very rarely would any sage accept a woman as a disciple. So Shabari was not accepted as a disciple. But she went about serving. Without getting anything from Matanga Muni, from Matanga Rishi, she kept serving. Finally, Matanga Rishi is pleased. He says, you come in, Shabari. Don't sit behind the bushes and listen. Come directly, sit and listen. He was ready to violate the rules of those days. Make an exception for Shabari. But then, once Shabari is formally accepted, she gets to know that her guru is going to leave. He leaves his body. Arey, so long I've struggled to get you. Now the moment I've gotten you, you're just leaving. She says, Shabari, don't worry, you stay and look after my ashram. I am not interested in the ashram. Yes, through that you will get what you're interested in. Why do you want to be satisfied with me, Shabari? You will get Rama. Don't be satisfied with me when you get Swami. And Shabari says, okay. Where should I meet Rama? Where should I meet the Lord? You don't have to meet, he'll come. He'll come here, Shabari. When? When the time is right. With that he leaves. So Shabari begins to wait for the right time. The young girl becomes a woman. She becomes an old lady. Decades have passed. But not the slightest dent in Shabari's enthusiasm and Shabari's josh, Shabari's utsaham, sahasam, dhairyam, all this. She every day, she goes, clears the path, fetches water, fetches fruits, fetches berries, waits for Rama to come. The day passes, the fruits rot. Again, the path gets overgrown with bushes. Next day, the same thing. Does it day in and day out. Weeks, months, years, decades. She doesn't indulge in guru hopping. Arey, this Matanga Muni was knowing, let me go and check up with Bharadwaja, maybe he'll help better. Let me go try out Vishwamitra. At least back then there were real, authentic, genuine multiple gurus. We do guru hopping on YouTube. We'll go, arey, this is no boring, this is not. You know, we consider Swami as our God, as our Lord. Do we listen to his words every day? 800 discourses are there available in public. If I listen to even one discourse every day, I have enough stock for almost 3 years. After that, I can start back again because it will be fresh. But do I listen? No. Because Swami's discourse is a little boring. I want to go some new age gurus. I want Swami's message to come through somebody else. I am ready to go and listen to that. But I am not ready to listen to Swami's own words. Can I listen? Let me confess, dear brothers and sisters, even when I start listening to Swami's discourse, I also try. Sometimes after 20 minutes, I feel sleepy. But I tell my Swami that, Swami, I may sleep. That's because I'm a dumb idiot, Swami. I know the value, yet I don't know the value. Swami would say, Pashyannapi pashyati mudho, mudho, mudho. You fool, you see and yet you do not see. I am the fool who hears and yet I do not hear. But Swami, I know that your discourse is the ultimate panacea, Swami. I know that there can't be any wisdom higher than that. So I will listen, Swami. I will listen so that if water can break through stones, your words can break through me, Swami. I want them to break through. So I will listen. I will listen day in and day out. I will try, Swami. Though I may not have a ruchi for it, I will develop a ruchi for it. When we suffer from malaria, when we taste any sweet, it tastes bitter. It's not the mistake of that sweet. It's the mistake of this damn tongue that I'm not able to taste the sweet. I need to take the medication. Once the medicine heals me, I will be able to enjoy the sweets. Here also I need the medication from this Bhavaroga, the disease of worldliness that I suffer from, because of which I find Swami's own words in Sathya Sai Speaks, Swami's own words in discourses boring, not interesting, okay, I'm not so interested. I want other exciting things. I want entertainment options. I want to go to a place where Swami is writing letters. Swami's words are there, his own voice it is. We see his videos of him speaking, his darshan videos. I go to YouTube and check Swami's discourse. We say it's Veda Vakya, doesn't have even 10,000 views. But somebody who claims Swami came and gave something, 1 million views. Because we are not seeking from the heart, we are seeking from the mind. That's why we want entertainment. We want entertainment. We want some fun. We want to have fun, but if I watch movies, I feel guilty. So I want to have some sattvic entertainment. That's all. Entertainment in Swami's name. Yes, it is definitely better than Rajasic entertainment, but it would be ignorant on our part to think that this is Aradhana. I am doing sadhana by listening to different people talking on YouTube. That is not Aradhana. That is definitely not an Aradhana. It is better. It is better than watching something else. Yes, it's a noble form of entertainment, but that's all it is. Equating it with sadhana is foolishness. Whom are we fooling? We are fooling ourselves. Shabari waited. She waited and waited and waited. And Rama came. And it was enough. One moment was enough. That was it. One namaskar she took. One fruit she fed Swami. And she was liberated. Some of us have touched Swami's feet so many times. Nothing has happened to us. It's not about touching the feet, dear brothers and sisters. It's about yearning for it. Yearn for it. When you yearn for it so much, Swami, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa would cry. Oh mother, one more day has passed and I have not seen you. He didn't give up the mother. He didn't go and choose other deity. No. Kept crying. Do I yearn like that? I mean, these are questions I ask myself during Aradhana Mahotsavam. Because am I worshipping? Or am I kidding myself and thinking that I am worshipping? Can I be like Shabari? Can I bolster my faith with perseverance and add to my perseverance with my faith? Both go hand in hand, and can I continue on and on and on? Let me share one personal experience, dear brothers and sisters. This is very close to my heart because Swami shows how little things that we do, he's so happy. He rewards loyalty like amazingly. It was the year 2009, 4th of July to be precise, Ashadi Ekadashi. And for that, devotees from the states of Maharashtra and Goa had come with a program. They were putting up a drama on the life of Gajanan Maharaj, a great saint and great sage. He is worshipped as an avatar himself in many parts of Maharashtra and parts of the world as well. So they were doing a drama on his life. And Swami was seated on the stage watching this drama. I was sitting behind Swami with my camera taking photographs of this drama. After the drama got over, Swami was very happy. He was descending the stage. He wanted to grant group photographs to all the kids. And as he was going down, he looked at me and said something. I couldn't hear what it was. So with my camera, I went to Swami. And then Swami said, "Sitting with your gurus, I see," Swami said. So I looked back and I saw that there were cutouts of the different saints from Maharashtra. There was Eknath, Tukaram, Jnaneshwar, Namdev, Gajanan Maharaj. All of these saints, cutouts had been made and kept as a backdrop to Swami. And Swami was saying, because I was sitting in front of them with my camera, Swami said, "Sitting with your gurus," Swami said. So I smiled and I said, "Yes, Swami." Then Swami smiled and he was being wheeled down. Suddenly something hit my head. It struck my heart. So I again got up, rushed to Swami and said, "Swami." Swami looked, "What happened?" "Swami, I am sitting not with gurus. They are saints, Swami. I am sitting with saints, not with guru. You are my guru, Swami," I said. I'm so grateful to Swami for giving that opportunity to convey that. So I told him, "Swami, I am sitting with saints, not with gurus, because you are my guru, Swami." Swami had that joy internally, and I could see that very small smile came on his face, and I knew that I had made Swami so happy, and I felt so happy. And that day Swami granted photos, I took photographs and got completed. July 7th, that was the Guru Poornima day, and that time in 2009, Swami surprised all of us because he came in the yellow robe. It was such a delight to witness him in that yellow robe. And Swami came and sat on the stage. That was the day Swami had decided to bless 4 senior devotees. Incidentally, Professor Nanjundaiah, whose story I narrated in the beginning, right? He was also one among them. So beautifully, this talk is also coming to a full circle because Swami wanted to honor him, and the smallest thing that we do for God, Swami rewards. That little squirrel that helped in putting grains of sand on the bridge, Rama rewarded it with lines that last for generations. We think that he just made a triple mark. These squirrels were all brown in color, and the sand was also brown. So when they're running to build the bridge, right, the Vanaras, the mighty Vanaras with the boulders and rocks they're walking, they would trample on these squirrels. So many squirrels would lose their life. So when Rama put that mark, they became very clearly visible to all the Vanaras. So that simple gift of the 3 marks, black marks on their back, was actually a gift of life. So too, Swami might seem to be giving us little things, but those are all magnificent gifts. And Swami always gives. He says his hand never stretches out to receive, only give. So that day he was offering his gratitude to all these people. But before the program could even begin, Swami asked, what is prasadam? Again, it was a strange thing because prasadam is usually given at the end. Even at the end of this program, you will get prasadam. You receive prasadam as completion of God's blessings. Never leave a place without receiving the prasadam. So that is the way, ritually at least, the worship is complete. So at the end of the program, Swami would have prasadam distribution. We all have seen it. We know it. But that day, in the beginning, Swami asked, where is the prasadam? Swami is asking, that's it. So they brought those trays of sweets. Swami picked up one sweet. I was sitting in the second line in front of him. He looks at me and he throws the sweet. I didn't know what, but the person sitting in the first line, he also got up and went and took the sweet. Swami has, along with omnipresence, omniscience and omnipotence, he has this omnifelicity where he'll raise one hand in blessing and 100 people will feel, oh, Swami blessed me only. But that is the power of the Lord. With one gesture, he can bless hundreds. So this boy went and took off that sweet. I thought, that was meant for me, and he took it off. But then Swami picked the second one, again looked at me and threw. Another boy from the first line went and picked it. I was like, oh God, no, what's happening? Now Swami picks up a third one and throws it just near his feet. Looks at me and says, you take it. So I went up the stage, picked up that sweet. Swami said, you keep it and take namaskar. I bent down and took namaskar. Swami smiled and gave a blessing. And then it struck me. It was the Guru Poornima day. I felt Swami was telling me, you told me only I am your Guru, no? So on Guru Poornima, I bless you. That was how I understood it. I felt such a thrill, and even now when I think of that day, I feel such a thrill. Because yes, so many of us accept him as Guru. But can all of us have that loyalty? On that occasion, by Swami's grace, I expressed loyalty. But can I express that loyalty day in and day out? I remember, in 2006, for Ramzan, we had prepared a program and we were all seated in the bhajan hall, dressed up in the Muslim costumes, with the Muslim cap and beard, mustache, because we have this, right? So we are wearing all that. So Swami came and spoke to us for 40 minutes. Beautiful. So many things. But I want to recollect one thing over here. Swami asked me, what's your name? I said, Swami, my name is Arvind. I said, what's your mother's name? Swami, Hema. Your father's name? Bala Subramanya. Then I said, Swami, I have a sister also. What's her name? Shruti. Then Swami says, but you are not a Muslim. Because all these were Hindu names, right? Swami said, you are not a Muslim. Then I, oversmart fellow, I am giving Gyan to Swami. I am telling, Swami, I don't have any distinctions of Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Swami. If it's a Hindu festival, I'll dress as a Hindu. If it's an Islamic festival, I'll dress as a Muslim. If it's a Christian festival, I'll wear Christian dress. This, I had the cheek to tell to Swami. It is his love, it is his compassion that he allows us to tell, because he makes us learn a lesson from that. I told Swami this. Swami said, that is fine. But before you do that, very important words, dear brothers and sisters. Swami said, that is fine. But before you do that, learn to be loyal to one costume at least. I say this because when I said Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was loyal to Kali, people who have read about his story will say that there was a time when he worshipped Hanuman. It is said that when he worshipped Hanuman, he grew a tail. That was his intense involvement into Hanuman. He has worshipped multiple gods before settling on the mother. That is why I am narrating this, because Swami says, yes, it is wonderful to be able to see the unity of all, to see the same divinity everywhere. But before you do that, be loyal to one. Be loyal to one, and then you will see that Lord everywhere. Many Shirdi Baba devotees have come to Swami because they saw their Shirdi Baba in him. Sheshagiri Rao saw his Shiva in Swami. People have seen their Rama in Swami, their Venkateshwara in Swami. Swami never said you come and follow. You become a Hindu, becomes a better Hindu, a Muslim, a better Muslim, a Christian, a better Christian. So too, if you are a Rama devotee, become a better Rama devotee. That's what Swami did. Swami never materialized only his medallions and gave everyone. More than his own images, Swami has given medallions of Rama, of Krishna, of Devi, of even Allah, the Arabic letter which denotes Allah. He has materialized. The cross. Why? Because for him it doesn't matter. For us it matters to be loyal to one name and form. When we are digging a well, you have to dig deep in one place. Where should I dig? Dig anywhere. Because anywhere if you dig deep, you will get water. But having started to dig, don't change the place. We dig 10 feet here and then dig 10 feet in another place and end up digging 10 feet in 10 places. Instead of that, if we had dug 100 feet in one place, we would have hit water. Now, we end up with only 10 pits. In our life also, this is what we are doing with our Shraddha and Saburi. We are digging 10 places and ending up with pits and saying, I am not getting any water. The tear of Ananda I am not getting. Because we give up. Swami narrates the Chinnakatha, a story of a disciple who goes to his Guru. Guru, give me one Lord who will respond to my prayer. I need such a God, We want, right, the fastest, best solutions. Guru says, you worship Krishna. Krishna will respond to you. So, he goes to worship Krishna. He begins to worship Krishna. He does bhajan, he does offering, all this flower, phalam, pushpam, patram, toyam, agarbatti, coconut, nothing happens. Krishna is not giving darshan only. So 1 month later he goes and says, Guru, your Krishna doesn't work. Give some better God, God who will respond. Guru says, you try Shiva then. Bholenath is such a simple hearted Lord. He responded even to Asuras. Why he will not respond to you? Go. So okay Shiva. So he brings Shiva home and started doing Om Namah Shivaya and does again Phalam, Pushpam, Patram, Thoyam, everything, Bilva leaf. Everything he does for Shiva. No response 1 month later. Guru, I am getting very tired. Give me somebody who responds. All your gods are not responding. Try the mother. The mother. The divine mother after all, right? Her heart melts. And so he gets the mother, installs and starts worshipping the mother. One day as he is worshipping the mother, he sees that the agarbatti smoke is going up. Right? And it goes up. Smoke goes up. But it's going up to the loft where he has kept this idol of Krishna and Shiva. And it is going to Shiva's nose. And he says, hey you Shiva, you didn't respond to me, but you are sitting there and inhaling the fragrant incense stick smokes. No way. So he gets a chair, he stands on it, gets a piece of white cloth and ties it around the nose of Shiva. So that, hey Shiva, you don't, this is meant for mother, not for you. The moment, Swami says in his Chinnakatha, the moment he ties that cloth, Shiva manifests with his Trishula, with that snake and sorry Shiva, sorry, let me remove that cloth. Just imagine, you do something to Shiva's idol and Shiva manifests with his Trishula there. You know what he's capable of doing with that Trishula, right? With one thing he had severed up Ganesha's head only, his own son's head he had cut off. Who am I then? So he says, forgive me, Shiva. And Shiva says, okay, I am pleased with you, my child, I am very happy. You're so happy. This is the way to worship or what? You let me know because I'll update the world. I'll tell the world, don't put flowers and all. Take white cloth and tie around the nose. That is the way the Lord manifests. No, my child, that is not the case. For the first time in your life, You believed that I was a breathing, living entity. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. The moment you believed it, I manifested. If we believe that Swami is in the heart, He will manifest. If we run around the world seeking Him here, there, He'll reflect that only. Yanta matramunu evara talichina anta matrame nenu. What you think of me, that is what I am. You think that I am restricted only in one geographical location, only in somebody's house, only in some photograph. I'll be like that only for you. Because I'll live up to your belief, your faith. Because you may not have faith in what I say that you are divine, but I have faith that you are divine. So your sankalpa is Daiva sankalpa. Your will, your thought, your desire is divine desire. If you think God is only in this place, that's all it will be. But when you firmly believe I'm in your heart, I'll manifest. That's how Lord Shiva manifested for that disciple. It's not about doing God hopping or Guru hopping or geography hopping. I'll go to this mandir, that mandir. Yes, our mind feels happy, our body enjoys tourism, do it definitely. But never ever forget that the basic thing is that God is in the heart. Swami is in the heart. That you should never forget. Once we remember that, everything else, He will, no problem. Swami would accept Aarti, right? He would accept Pada Puja even as late as 2009 in Hadshi. Swami permitted them to do Pada Puja. Yes, to make us happy, He will, as He said, Talabharam, headache, burden on the head, I will bear it, no problem. But you please evolve. That is what Swami wants us to evolve. I know I said I'll conclude with this, but I'm tempted. One more beautiful incident. Please let me go for 5 more minutes, because this is very, very relevant to the situation that we are in now. We feel that Swami, we are yearning for you, we are craving for you, but we are not getting you. And that is the reason we are going to other gurus or waiting for Prema Sai, or going to other people through whom Swami will speak, or going to some other places where Vibhuti and honey manifests. Please don't get me wrong. I have the greatest regard and I really feel wonderful. But as Swami said, it is of no use to me. If Vibhuti, as it is like some other devotee getting an interview. Yes, I am happy for the devotee, you are blessed, fine. How does it benefit me? I need my interview with Swami. I will not be satisfied with what you are telling. You come and tell the restaurant served amazing food, I ate this, I ate that, I ate. How will it satisfy my hunger? Nice, it might ignite a desire in me to go and eat. But till I eat it myself, I will not get satisfaction. I need to eat it myself. So all of this happening is good to get inspired from and get yearning from. But that's about it. Never take that as the ultimate goal and stop at it. Because that is not Aradhana then. Riding on somebody else's Aradhana. Riding on somebody else's sadhana. That's not my Aradhana. I need to consume, I need to digest, then only my body will get the strength. Somebody else eating how much ever they eat, I will not get nourishment. This was a time in 1979. There were a set of boys whom Swami showered a lot of love on. So much, day in and day out, they would spend with Swami. But then came a time when Swami stopped talking to them. The testing time. Swami says, when a highway is being repaired, I take another road. It is not because I don't like the highway. I want the repair to proceed fast so that I can use the road again. That is the testing time. And this is what it is. So Swami was not speaking only, and they tried so much. Whatever they did, Swami was not happy. Swami was not responding to them only. Finally, one of the boys, his name is I think Anup Jalani. He told Swami, please permit me to leave and go, Swami. Why? Swami, whatever I do, you don't respond. You are not happy. So Swami, I want you to be happy, Swami. So I'll leave and I'll leave you and go. Swami looked at him and said, is this all that you have understood of Swami, having spent these many years with Swami? You leave and go where? Where will you leave and go? You think Swami is only in Vrindavan? Swami is only in Prashanti Nilayam? How foolish! Is that all we have understood of Swami? Swami said, where will you go? That was point number 1. And point number 2, Swami said, to make Swami happy, you want to leave Swami? You think Swami will be happy if you leave me? Oh, this hit me in the depths of my heart, dear brothers and sisters. How can I do guru hopping? How can I look for substitutes? How can I look for other alternatives and options? Will that make Swami happy? Swami said, I will be happy if you don't leave me, come what may. If you follow what I say, come what may. That is what will make me happy. That is what Swami said. That was one incident. Another, one of these boys one day was again walking back. Of course, this period got over and all these boys got back their beloved Swami. But during that phase, so many lessons were taught. That was Brother Anup Jalani. Maybe I should call Uncle Anup Jalani, so senior to me. There was another. When, one day he is walking back, Prof Nanjundaiah narrates this in his Satsangh. He was walking, he saw this boy walking back and asked, what happened? Why are you so downcast? He said, sir, Swami doesn't talk. Swami is not responding. What should we do? I don't know. Sir, if Swami throws us even in Sahara Desert, I have no other option. I have to think of Swami only. I have to live for Swami. I have to die for Swami. I have no other option. I don't know why Swami is not responding. Hearing this, Nanjundaiah sir's heart melted. He felt so sad. He went to Swami and he pleaded on this boy's behalf. He said, Swami, that boy is saying, even if you throw him in Sahara Desert, he lives only by your name and form, Swami. Papam. Papam means so sad for him. At that time, Swami, Professor Nanjundaiah narrates in that Samarpan talk, Swami said, Nanjundaiah, my heart is like butter. The slightest warmth, it melts. But, as I said, but, after this is the important message. But, it has not melted means the warmth has not touched at all. Maybe it has touched your heart. It's such a, many times we do that, Swami, why you are doing this, Swami, please do this. As if we are the Karuna Sindhu and he needs reminders. He is the Ahetuka Karuna Sindhu. He is the one who is an ocean of mercy and compassion without reason. Let us never forget that. If at all he is not responding, it's because the warmth has not touched his heart. I am thinking that I did supreme effort, just like Sugriva thought that he had great devotion. But Rama said it's just emotion. My effort is not effort that is backed by Shraddha and Saburi. Let us remember, Shabari waited for decades. But she got the ultimate. When we put a painting or a photo of God on the wall, we test the nail. We are seeking not a photo of God, we are seeking God himself into our heart. Will he not test to see whether we are capable of holding him up? That is what it is. That is how we need to wait patiently. Not giving up. And not thinking that Swami is not responding. If he is not responding, it means the warmth in our heart the warmth of our effort has not touched him. I will now 100% conclude by quoting what Swami says is the characteristic of a devotee, because we are speaking of devotion and worship, right? Aradhana. But Swami would say a devotee is one who has such determination that either what the devotee is seeking he gets, or he collapses from the effort. No other outcome is acceptable. Either I should get what I am seeking, or I should die and collapse with my effort. No problem. No other result is acceptable. No giving up midway. So too, if I say that Swami is not responding to my prayer, what should I do? I should just continue to pray. There is no other option, because either he has to respond or I will die with this effort. Swami had told in Trai, he would say, Mirabai would bang her head at the threshold of the temple and say, Krishna, Krishna, I want. And just before she could lose her life, Krishna appears, manifests. She was driven to that. That was her yearning. And we don't have yearning. Because when we have yearning, it should manifest right in our actions. It should manifest in our actions. Do I thirst to listen to his stories? Do I yearn to read his discourses? Do I yearn to listen to his golden voice? When I'm going through Instagram, when I'm just going through the reels, suddenly one reel of Swami comes, do I pause and watch it 3 times? Or do I just flip it off? These are not questions that I need to answer to anybody else. I need to answer to my own heart. What is my YouTube shorts feed all about? Is it filled with Swami? Because artificial intelligence is also able to make out what is my likes and dislikes. Where I spend more time and where I'm more engaged, it starts showing more and more of that. My feed should be just filled with Swami. Because over time, artificial intelligence accepts it. If artificial intelligence can understand that, will not divine intelligence understand whether I'm yearning truly or not? In short, every Aradhana I remind myself that if I feel Swami is not responding, it's because I have not yearned enough. It's because there is something wrong in my devotion, something wrong. It's only my emotion possibly. And when the power goes like this, right, I feel it's Swami's way of indicating all that you have said is true. I'm happy with this offering. And there the light came back again. With that message, I pray to Swami that his love fills our heart every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.